This is maybe why Chris and I are in a mood.
Do we have to do this?
Let me grab my board. Let me grab my board.
We do.
Geez.
We do.
Grab my board and
His
grab
mic's off.
We do. No. It's okay. It's okay. We can't. The reality is the reality of it. And that Juan Soto, after getting offers from at least 5 known teams in one of the most highly anticipated free agent tours in recent memory.
Tried to tell you.
Since last year when Shohei Ohtani went on one, right?
Yeah.
And I knew the way this was going to go.
Yeah,
I knew the way this was going to go because I knew it, that if Juan Soto signed with the Yankees, and I think I speak for you as well, Chris, had Juan Soto signed with the Red Sox, it would have been, this is amazing. He's generationally brilliant. He's one of the best hitters I've ever seen. And it's not my money.
Right.
And my team's ownership is shelling out because they appreciate me as a fan. And they appreciate what this guy does for my level of enjoyment and also our team's ability to succeed. That would have been my approach had he signed with the Yankees or you with the Red Sox.
Okay, so let me copy and paste that.
Now that he is not only not signed with my team, but he's signed with the Mets. I will say this. I'm glad he's not on the Yankees.
Yeah, absolutely.
For all that money?
Sure you
Too
are.
much money.
He can't even field.
No, can't do none of that.
I
He's
mean,
like one.
do you see him butcher all those balls in right field?
Yeah, exactly.
All those times where he just let Gleyber Torres try and backtrack to try and catch one that he should have just come in and grabbed from right field. You ever see that?
Like his batting stance. What, he just gets
Honestly,
hit, bro.
Who is this guy?
What are you talking about?
You know what he is? He's a mercenary.
Hit
He
for
just
hire.
wants to go for the highest bid.
I don't want that culture on my team.
I don't need him.
We don't need him.
Who needs him?
Why would you?
Get out of here.
It's like Luke Cage, hero for hire.
Not a second.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Now that
when
I
we
didn't
hook you,
get him.
when we hook you up on that machine, that sodium pentothal, how was
But
it?
hold on a minute. Hold on a minute.
Pentothal, yes.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute.
I'm hearing lies.
And my reaction, as well as yours, Chris, I believe, will be tempered based on what my team and or your team does with the amount of money that they clearly cleared for Juan Soto.
Yes.
At least you know there's money in the Fenway Banana Stand that hadn't existed in quite some time, except for Devers.
They
just found it.
Everybody else can go move to Southern California for as all as the ownership group cares, right?
Exactly.
Okay, and I knew there's money in the Bronx Banana Stand. That I know for a fact. The question is was those Steinbrenner dollars only there for Juan? Or are they going to only willing to spend X amount of the 700 and apparently 60 they put on the table over 17 million? That will help temper my opinion, but the fact that I'm now looking at a back page from the Daily News that says sorry Yanks, because you don't have to deal with this, Chris. This is what Yankee fans have to deal with. You don't have to deal with it because Juan Soto says New York's fine with him. It's just not the Yankees that he's going to be fine with.
Go Crosstown.
He's happy to go to Queens.
Queens is
He's
in the house.
happy to go. He's happy to go to Citi Field. He's happy to go to a spot where there isn't a monument park out there in center field. There's just a hat with an apple that comes up.
He wants his
He's
own
happy to
monuments.
go look at the Mets fans and say, I will continue the legacy of Mackie Sasser.
He was a catcher.
I will continue the legacy of a franchise that's won a couple times in the last 50 years.
Bitter.
Okay, I'll go and do that.
God don't like ugly, Rich.
And it's for Yankee fans, we've got a process that growing up, watching Hal's dad do what Steve Cohen just did, which is spend and spend and spend,
Where them
and
dollars
the
at?
rest of the league can't keep up. And all during that time, when Steinbrenner was doing that, and Larry David was playing him on Seinfeld, and the White Dickie was standing up in front of the press and doing all of that, we would always be able to count on in New York City that the Mets would never amount to anything because they could never keep up with the Yankees in terms of spending. And now those days are officially over. We could take those days and just huck Tua right on them.
Yeah, you got to get off that, man.
Because now it's on the Mets to win with Juan Soto. And I guess Juan looked at the reigning MVP of the American League and the World Series appearance that he was able to make this year and say, I'll just go and maybe hit in front of Lindor or behind Lindor and see what else they can come up with there in New York to build out
We ain't done.
the roster. And maybe the Mets got him just to get some information on how Clay Holmes is just going to light the whole damn thing on fire anyway.
Yeah, you tried to disparage Severino at the beginning of last season, too. That turned out pretty well.
Sounds good. And he now Severino, just like Soto, went where the dollars are.
Yeah, where
Except
the dollars
he's happy to go live in Sacramento like he's the family of 8 is enough.
He wants the free Happy Meal.
He's going to light the beam in a minor league ballpark because they paid him the most money, which the Mets were able to do with Soto. So I say to you, congratulations to my brother, to my buddy Steve, who's one of the worst trolls I've ever met, and I've known him since the first friggin' grade. To all you Met fans, congratulations. Go win it.
Thank you.
Go win it.
Go win it.
Go win it. And in terms of Yankee fans and Red Sox fans, and by the way, the Blue Jays, they keep on taking this. Congrats to them. They keep on taking their swings. But unfortunately, Ohtani and now Soto have said thanks, but no thanks. And, you know, to Yankee fans, we've got it. Now let's see who you spend this on. Personally, I like Bregman. Alex Bregman. Didn't he come here and say that his dad was a Yankee fan? Yep. I love him. I know he's a right-handed hitter. You want lefties in Yankee Stadium. You know, Bellinger's out there. You want to take Clay's son. Clay played for the Yanks in the championship years. You want to take Cody. Christian Walker's out there. Corbin Burns is out there. I want to see $760 million of free agent money spent amongst others. That's what I'm looking forward to seeing. Because that will temper my reaction to losing Soto to the Crosstown Mets.
Man, it feels good.
I just hope Steve's doing okay. You know, net worth currently $21.3 billion. You know, minus the 760. He's down to $20.5 billion. I just hope he's all right.
I just think it's great. that he got Wags off.
Hope he's all right.
He got Wags off the off the pole.
Yeah,
you know
what I mean. Yeah,
you know to get Soto to sign.
Just hope everybody's
Bobby
okay.
Axelrod, and I think though we can all agree, just to put a button on this.
Oh, no button yet.
No. Just to put a button on this, my opinion here.
Oh, okay.
I think we can all agree, and I think even the Cardinals fan that's about to come out here, and John Hamm can agree here. You can agree, TJ. Mm-hmm. I can agree. You can agree, Chris. You can agree, Mike.
Yes.
On this one cold-hearted fact, at least the Dodgers didn't get him.
Yes. Thank God.
I'm not a Dodger hater, though. So.
Man.
Yes.
Well, you will be soon, pal, because 760 some odd million for the next 15 years are going to be going against the team that defers $1 billion so they could afford more Sotos.
I get it.
They got to beat them.
You're going to hate the Dodgers real quick. PDQ, sir.
The Mets and Red Sox lived that forever.
Look, Mets fans, we're like the Migos right now. We ain't never had no old money. Got a whole lot of new money, though. So, you know what? Let's go.
So what's the order looking like? What's the order?
Talking to Donovan Mitchell last night.
I have it here.
Look at that mercenary. Look at him. Just follow him. Follow the money. Follow the money. Look at that mercenary.
Did he even play for us?
How dare you call a mercenary?
Yeah.
So, my man just wants to provide for his family. It's the American dream.
No, I hope taking the shorter years and the more money rather than the more years and a little less money to play for the Mets will work out for him.
I mean, 15 and 16. He's going to be in his 40s. He's not even going to be playing.
Dude, Cooper came to me last night because he was talking about it with his friend Ryan. He's the one who broke the news to me because, he's been refreshing his phone nonstop. He goes, Dad, he's 13. He goes, Dad, I'm going to be 29 when the contract's over. And then he started doing the math on how old I'm going to be, it flipped me out.
Oh, it's crazy.
More than Soto signing with the Mets.
Yeah, contract details, too. No deferments.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, he can opt out after.
Give me the money now.
He can, $51 million a year. He can opt out after the 5th year, 2029. Or receive a $4 million raise per season from 51 to 55 for the remainder of the contract.
Age 51 to 55.
That's what it sounds like to me, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So he can opt out in 5 years, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, great. So he'll be on the Bronx by in no time. He'll be back.
Sure.
Juan Valdez, I remember more than I remember Juan Soto.
Juan Valdez.
My thing
I
now
don't even
is,
Making
Juan
a
who?
coffee
I don't even
bean
remember
reference.
Juan. That's the only one I know. Is
guy.
Juan Valdez.
is it Juan Cohen
Juan
or is
who?
it Steve Soto? Like who?
I
who
told the
got adopted in
Steinbrenners
there?
to just adopt him. I told him that in May.
Juan Cohen kind of slaps.
All right.
Got to beat the Dodgers.
Can we bring John Hamm out here now so I can stop talking about this?
You know how Facebook has a on this day thing? John Hamm would probably be interested in this. I wrote 13 years ago today, 2 World Series titles and 3 MVPs, probably deserved at least 3 more. Plus he saved you $200 million. Not sure what St. Louis fans could have wanted out of Pujols anymore. So I guess this is the anniversary of Pujols
Leaving?
leaving.
Why would John Hamm want to talk about that?
Yeah.
Because he got saved $200 million by that.
But he wanted Pujols.
You wanted to keep your superstar.
But my point being, look what Pujols brought to these fans. I have some Cardinals fans.
Actually, what I prefer to talk about is what Pujols brought to the Angels, which is what I hope is more than what Soto is going to bring to you, sir. Which is a bunch of nothing. He did more for the Dodgers in that 1 year with them.
I mean, that's true. Look, you guys aren't going to bring me down. Don't be hating. You know what I mean?
Mets or Cowboys? Who wins the title first?
Brockman.
The Mets. Absolutely. The Mets will win a championship before the Cowboys.
Mets are all in. See
Yeah.
how we're
Mets are actually all in.
They
This
actually
is what
are
all
all
in
in.
looks like.
That's
Well,
the
not really.
definition.
That's exactly it.
Somebody could fold their hand in 5 years.
Yeah, well, so, okay, he does, and then we're off the hook for that contract. So I don't think it's going to happen.
Chris, you know what we think we could say on this day? We don't need him.
I don't need him.
don't need him.
I'm actually
Yeah.
glad.
Want to.
I'm glad.
I'm glad. You take him. You take him.
him.
You take him.
Enjoy him.
I just loved reading the Twitter last night. Just everyone who, looking at
man.
tweets from last week, wanted, we don't need him.
I learned-
I wouldn't pay him that much.
I learned about a whole bunch of Yankee fans I did not know existed. Assumed that they were out there with their videos for Juan Soto. There was
Yankees fans mad
there was
about
one
playing
dude
in
in front of
Queens.
City Field
Yo,
showing
that
up the
dude-
chop shops across the street.
That dude
saying
went
this
to the
street's
City
closed.
Field.
He went out to City Field to make the video
great.
to tell Soto to go F himself.
And then he
I
called
got that sent to me by 4 different people
Yeah,
today.
He called Boris Scott Morris.
Scott Morris.
I mean,
By the way,
Hey, Scott Morris.
What he doesn't know is the Mets have a plan to just redesign and take over
know.
all of that.
It's
So
gonna be like a
it's
casino
going to
or
be
something,
built up
right?
That's a
incredible.
new T-shirt. F you, Scott Morris.
Scott Morris.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.